Hello, my good people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good midnight, depending on your location at the moment, or depending on what your time says. I, Okute Daily Talk, where truth is the order of the day. We bring you news as it is, without no mincing of words. We bring you news the way it is being written, and from a right source, without no painting it black or blue. My pledge to my fans, my families, my brothers and sisters, the Biafrans all over the world, is to make sure that every news I dropped in my platform is truth and nothing but the truth. So as the culture always be, we are going straight into the news of the day. Today being Friday, the 28th day of October in the year 2022. This month is fast running. Very soon we are going to the 11th month of the year. Today I am going across the border. I am flying to all the way to Seoul, South Korea, where your president, the president of the nation, despite the fact that the flood is ravaging the East citizen, what did he do? Not even a comment. He jet into his private jet and jet out of the country as usual. Where we have a president who uses a spokesman, Femi Adesina or Laila Mohammed, to talk to the nation. That is what we voted. Well, we are not surprised. They have started again to do the campaign, whereby the so-called APC presidential candidate in a very important issues, in a very important areas, in where he's supposed to be president, to tell Nigerians at least, I am capable to handle this office. You will not see him there. You will only see his vice, which is very, very bad, because all these things that the spokesperson or the spokesman of their campaign committee, they keep bringing promises that we never hear from the horse's mouth, from the person who is contesting. That is exactly the problem we are having in Nigeria, because when he won this election, go to the seat, and you begin to ask him, what about the agendas or your what do they call it? The promises you made to the people you are ruling. He will come out openly and tell you, I never said anything. Do you hear anything from my mouth? And the answer is no. You never hear anything from his mouth. You only hear the spokesperson because they need to sell their fake product, so they can say whatever they like for you to buy their product. That is a work of a marketer. So all this Facebook Kayamo them, Daniel Bala, Dele Momudu, Dino Malaye, the fencing minister, all of them are doing the same thing. They are marketing their products. They are just into the politics for marketing. So once you come and tell them, I want you to market me, they give you their price. And when they market you finish, you pay them. Whether you win or you don't win, it is not their business. Tomorrow, if you didn't do well or didn't give them the contract they are seeking for, they will jump from that place to another political party. So that's exactly what is happening now. The president of a nation, even with the state of a nation, even with the killings in our land, even with the security alert that terrorists want to attack Abuja, he didn't say anything. He didn't utter a word. The next thing, he jet into his flight and fly to South Korea. What he's going there to do, I don't know. Whether he went there to campaign for APC, or he went there to sign a nuclear deal, or he went there to borrow money, we don't know. But in this news I'm going to bring now, we all are going to read it together, listen to it together, to know exactly why our president left the state of the nation, even when the nation is about to sink and fly to South Korea. What for? Not even a single one live television interview or broadcast to tell the Nigerians, please, that he is very, very sorry of what is happening. But they are trying their best to make sure that they see how they can ravage the situation. He did not do that. Even the one that happened in Benue, they say he commensurate with the governor of Benue State through Femi Adesina, the speaker. then how are you going to show he's the one that wrote it? If I am your marketer, I can come and defend you at any time, at any day, because I know you are not doing the right thing you're supposed to do. So that is the problem with all our politicians and the people that call themselves the spokesperson of either campaign committee or whatever. Please, my people, we are flying, please. As Buhari don't fly, we are flying on our own. Oh. So tighten your seatbelt. This fly is flying on a very high altitude of 1,500 feet above the sea level. So grab your popcorn, tighten your seatbelt. Let's move straight into the business of the day. Please, you should not mind me of my talk because without talk, how man pikin once you waiting go chop. So our news today is across the globe. President Muhammadu Buhari Thursday in Seoul, the Republic of South Korea, reminded Nigerian residents in the Asian country that they are the faces of Nigeria and should endeavor to project a positive image of the country through their actions, characters, conducts, and general competence. The president stated this during an interactive meeting with the leadership and the select members of the Nigerian community as part of his engagement at the end of the First World Bureau Summit 2022. While urging them to remain good ambassadors of Nigeria at all times, according to President Buhari, as law-abiding citizens of our great country, I advise that you replicate the excellent Nigerian virtues by coexisting peacefully with your host and abide by the laws of the land. You must always strive to eschew any acts of lawlessness in your day-to-day activities and to take it as more responsibility to encourage other Nigerians to always remain of excellent behavior. That is what the Muhammadu Buhari is telling the Nigerians resident in Korea what they should do, that they should redeem the image of the nation. Tell me how a man who run away from his home because of bad governance, because of no job, because of no light, because of no good road, because of no water, because every social amenities that people can boast of. Once you are not among the elites in Nigeria, my dear, you have nothing to enjoy. Just you are on your own. That is exactly OYO in Nigeria. So you are there now encouraging them. Most of them have made it just through hard labor on the street of Korea, day in, day out. And maybe you have seen them now as elites and they are encouraging them. And they say put more this into redeem the image of the nation. In the first place, we are not the people that spoil the image of the nation. That Nigeria enter into one of the corrupt country in the whole world is our politicians. So the people who went there for greener pastures have nothing to do with what you are saying. So you should mind your word, Mr. President. Further reminding them that Nigeria is and will always be our only country. Yes, we agree. Only if your headsmen will allow everybody to live. Now they have even killed 1/4 of Nigeria. Even the ghost, or the whole ghost. Even some marine spirit that come to Nigeria, may they just come the last. Find 1 or 2 boyfriend or girlfriend. Or you don't pursue all of them. If they don't even kill them, kill their ghost. Imagine. It can only happen in Nigeria. Enjoy them to always pray and work for the peace and prosperity of our beloved country. Let us desist from any acts of capable of causing disaffection among our people. Nigerians in diaspora in many countries of the world have achieved tremendous success through hard work, resilience, and resourcefulness. And I have no doubt in my mind that similar success stories will continue to be replicated amongst the Nigerian diaspora community in the Republic of South Korea. The Nigerian leader who assured them that federal government through the embassy will always strive to protect their interests by ensuring that none of you is unjustly treated at all times. Appeal to them to see all Nigerians as brothers and sisters, irrespective of tribe and religion, and collectively work with a positive project of the image of the country. On the preparation for the 2023 general elections, which he said are in active stages, the president sought for their prayers and support to enable us transit peaceful to the next administration and deepen the democratic process in our country. Expressing delight that the outcomes of last 4 off-season elections have left us with great optimism for better conducted and acceptable 2023 general election. Let me correct you, Mr. Buhari, President Muhammad Buhari. Everything is not all about prayers. So this one, they are telling them that they should pray. They are the ones that are supposed to tell you that you should tell your APC members or the APC people that they should stay clear of anything partisan politics of buying votes, politics of forcing people to come to vote, all in the name of supporting them. You should tell them, because not everything is not all about prayer. Just like politics is not all about prayer. If prayer is working, I think by now you're not supposed to be a living. You don't reach the will of your ancestors is. So let's not forget the fact that God cannot do to man what man can do to himself. So you wanting them to pray while you as the president cannot do the needful. You can't even have a INEC committee that is in order. What you keep doing is sacking people who will stand as an opposition to come in 2023 for your party not to win. Bringing in people that have questionable character, and they are all APC members. And you are telling them to pray. So even if they pray from now until that kingdom come, nothing is going to change. The change will start from you as the president to maintain free and fair election, and to make sure that nothing like corruption is recorded, that election is being handled through beavers and crediting of the electoral voters in a electrical manner, not a manual credition. So stop telling people to pray. Just like when you are confused, you don't know what to do, you send Nigerians to pray so that the insurgency will stop. Whereby you know the people that is troubling the nation. That is, they are your brothers from the neighboring countries. Most of them are from your country. You cannot do them anything. Yes, because that is the promise you and the RFI did in 2015. The problem we are having today, you people imported it. You people imported those who abduct Chibok girls just to make sure that you people damage the administration of Goodluck Jonathan. Then the promises that you people made to them, you refuse to fulfill them. And that is why in every of the operation, they will say the government know what they want. We don't know what you people have already promised these people. We don't know the kind of deal you have signed with those who are making the land ungovernable for people who have come out there to work with their heart and mind. And you are telling them to pray. What are they going to pray for? To pray that you hand over peacefully, or to pray that the APC government do not sell out another attack again? What are they going to pray for? To pray that the bandits, who you know where they are in your own country, killing and maiming innocent souls on daily basis, and you are telling the citizens to pray. Tell me what will be their prayer point. That all the bandits you refuse to kill, that they should wake up one morning and die. Is that what they are going to pray for? Come on, Mr. President. You are too far. I mean, Nigeria, the country, the most black populous country in the nation, over 200 million inhabitants. You could not even handle a single task and complete it. All we keep hearing on social media on daily basis is that the military have defeated insurgency in the northwest of Borno, in the north south of Borno, and while in this area they are calling all these bandits, they are even created their own parallel government, collecting taxes from the inhabitants of those areas. And the most painful part of it is all these people, they are foreigners in our land. They have come to our land, dominate some of the local government, turn the main indigenous of the land to slaves, and most of them have ended up in IDPs in their own country. And you are telling them to pray. Ado, prayer warriors. Okay, my people, more continue praying. You know, hear me? They're gonna continue praying. Speaking earlier on behalf of Nigerians in Diaspora organization, NIDO, South Korea, the President Chiemeka Ndukwe had thanked the President Buhari for creating Nigerians in Diaspora organization, as well as approving a production line for international passports, which we now have here in the Republic of Korea, adding that this has eased the stress of going to China, Malaysia, or back home for intervention. He appealed to the federal government to reach a bilateral labor agreement with the Republic of Korea, stressing that if signed, it will not just create job opportunities and increase foreign exchange remittance, but also ensure the transfer of technology and skills, since these trainees will not just return to Nigeria with enough capital to set up factories and businesses that will employ people. They will also be returning with the skills and technology they acquired, said by the NIDO president there. Other prominent NIDO members who also attended the interactive season were drawn from construction, insurance, private business sectors, as well as male and female representatives of students undergoing postgraduate studies in the specialized fields. It is not noteworthy that Engineer Dogara Gani, who specializes in smart farming through drone technology, Ms. Hussein Abdullahi, an IT specialist, and Dr. Carlo Ekpegere, an assistant professor in environmental engineering at Wosong University, were among other well-established Nigerians in South Korea who also participated in the meeting coordinated by the NIDCOM chairman, Abike Dabri Eliwa. It is noteworthy that Engineer Dogara Gani, who specializes, Abike Dogara Eliwa. So that, my people, my subscribers and the lovers of freedom, this is what we heard from the Muhammadu Buhari in South Korea. It is not yet done. We still have more, because Buhari is seeking to expand trade relations beyond gas exports to South Korea. So we are going to see the good news that the Muhammadu Buhari brought to us through his trip or through his numerous flying. It seems like this man likes to fly all the time, because today he is in Nigeria. The next minute he has jet out. The money this man is spending in flying jets is enough to settle this flood that is ravaging almost 15 to 16 states in Nigeria. But notwithstanding, we are going to continue talking until our talk will get to the right ear, so that right ear will take the right decision. Look at what is happening in Burkina Faso. 42-year-old, 34 years old boy is what the person they want to sworn him now as a president of that nation. They woke up and said enough is enough. We can't take it anymore. I am urging these so-called old fools in our government offices to do the needful before it is too late, because the day the youths in the military will decide on their own to stand up against you people, remember, what you have is mere bodyguards. These people are the ones who suffered more in the fields of terrorists. They are the ones who have been in the Sambisa forest for months, for years, fighting insurgency. The day they will rise up, it will not be easy for any of you. And that day, all the whole local airport will be shut down. No flying in and no flying out. And all of you will see what you have done to yourself. Repent now that it is too early, because it will be late to cry when the head is already cut off. President Muhammadu Buhari in Seoul expressed Nigeria's desire to widen the scope of trade relations with the Republic of Korea beyond gas exports. Speaking during a bilateral meeting with his Korean counterpart, Mr. Yoon-suk, held at the presidential palace on the sidelines of the First World Bureau Summit, the president called for expansion from the long-term gas contract to other areas. On a piracy in the Gulf of Guinea, to to which Korean ships have fallen victim. President Buhari noted that the level of attacks has decreased considerably over the last 1 year due to the provision of equipment to the Nigerian Navy and Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency (NIMASA) by the Nigerian government, while also commending the Korean government for the supply of a vessel to the Navy. Let me correct you once again, Mr. President. You are telling me that the attack on the Korean ships, that their vessel fall a victim, in the which area, in the Gulf of Guinea, and now the thing have decreased over a year because of your navy. Which navy? The same navy that the vessel that came to our territory loaded crude oil that worth over how many billions of dollars, was intercepted in Madagascar. Beware. That is the same navy that you are commending. That because of them now the criminality on that Gulf of Guinea have reduced. You people should learn how to lie. This is a cheap lie, man, Mr. President. This is a cheap lie. It is in the social media. So this one, you are going to lie to this South Korea. Tell me how this man will trust you, whereby all of them is aware of what is happening in your own land. Your navy, they couldn't stop the vessels that always come to our territory to steal our crude oil, or rather to load our crude oil for complete good 1 month. But your navies are there. They cannot do it simply because the power to be is the power that is doing all the whole thing. The Nigeria is the only country that the leader, I mean the chief of defense staff, the commander in chief, the minister of petroleum, and now one person will tell me that they are not aware a vessel that is more longer than a country we enter your territory. You don't know, and they will load for complete good 1 month. Your navies are there. They are sailing on that same sea or that river on daily basis. Every minute of the day, you must hear the flying boat. They will not see them. I greet you people. You are trying. In this respect, the Nigerian leader said he looked forward to enhance defense and the security cooperation with the Republic of Korea. Mr. President, the earlier you tell us the truth, is better. Is better. Tell us how much you have went there to borrow. As simple as that. We will understand. Because you never made any travel without going to borrow. We have a president that even the people who are going to borrow money, they are ashamed of you. Not they are ashamed of themselves. They are shaming for you. Going to Brazil to borrow. Brazil that even Ajegule is better than. You went there to borrow. And they chase you away. Keep on borrowing. You have used almost all the destinies of the future generations in Nigeria to borrow. And I hope one day all these countries that you have borrowed money from will not come and they say and demand for their money. If not given to them, they will turn Nigeria to slaves. And Nigeria will become their country. The president, who thanked his Korean counterpart for inviting him to address the World Bill Summit, also appreciated him for expressing sympathy with Nigerians on the flood disaster. Earlier, President Sukyol had sympathized with President Buhari over the massive havoc and the human losses caused by the flood in his country. This Korean man, Korean president, why you cannot ask Buhari what he is doing in Korea? Why you cannot ask him what he is doing in Korea, whereby his country is dying? That is a very simple something. You are commiserating with him, somebody who are not even giving a single speech to the people who have been affected by this flood. And you are there commiserating with him. He jumped into his flight to Korea for a meeting while his country is under attack. Although most of all these presidents from other countries, I don't know how you people reason. Is that how you are treating your country? And your country can be a better place for people to come to study, to live, and to do all manner of things, simply because every social amenities is available. He described Nigeria as Africa's largest economic and cultural powerhouse that produces huge number of films. Yes, I agree with you, but not a powerhouse anymore, and not the largest economy anymore. They have fallen. Expressing confidence that Nigeria's economic and cultural capabilities will contribute significantly to exchanges and cooperation between both countries. It depends on what you are signing. Both leaders also discussed the need for cooperation at the multilateral level, particularly at the United Nations with the South Korea, indicating interest to vie for a seat on the Security Council in 2024 and seeking Nigeria's support. They will support you as long as you are going to borrow them money after you won. They will support you. For United Nations, they will support you well. They will give their full support. They will even go to borrow money to use to bribe the people, because every system in Nigeria now have crumbled. Nobody believes in fair and equity or fairness. The only thing they believe now is use what you have to get what you want. They will go and borrow to bribe all these people in the United Nations so that Korea will win the Security Council in 2024. So that when they come for loan, you will not say no to them. We know them, and we know what they are capable of doing. So do not be afraid, Mr. Korea President. Don't be afraid. As for that, just count Nigeria Nike, because they must support you because of borrow. They have used everything in Nigeria to borrow. They have even used the future of born generation in Nigeria. They have used them to borrow. No waiting remain again to use to borrow in Nigeria. Nothing, absolutely nothing remain. Everything have crumbled. Everything have become a history. A country, the largest, the most populous black nation on earth, where other black nations, both in Caribbean, in Africa, entirely in general, both South, West, East, North Africans, they are looking up to them for liberation. Yet their political system keep dying on daily basis. We keep producing rat poison and otapia. We keep producing people who cannot even stand for complete good 20 minutes to address their people. How old is Joe Biden? But Joe Biden will stand, give speech without no reading script to people that he is ruling. Any day he tries it, they will impeach him. But what do we have in return? Is the country who claim to be practicing the same democracy with America and UK. But when you call them for TV interviews, they will run. Instead, they will send their spokesperson to come and lie to Nigerians what they will do and what they will not do. That is what we get on daily basis. Every year in, year out, we keep producing presidents who have no any single interest at heart for the poor masses in Nigeria. Imagine a country where the president openly said anybody that wants to live can live. That the population in Nigeria is too much. It is laughable for my people, but it is true. It is true. Look at the past administration. This Buhari-led administration. They make 60 promises in their manifesto when they are campaigning, but none is accomplished. None is even started. We are waiting when naira will be 1-to-1 with dollar. Till now we see nothing. We are waiting for him. He said he will create 3 million jobs. He's about leaving office. The unemployed rate have climbed to almost over 60%. Inflation is in a high order. He made inflation at 11.7%. Now it have risen to almost 25%. Where is the dignity of Nigeria? Who do us? That is the question, and we demand an answer. Similarly, the Korean leader sought Nigeria's support for her country's plan to host the 2030 Expo. We are in 2022, and you are talking about 2030. Come, all these Korean people, it seems like you people are using something to draw this year closer. we are not even survived 2023 general election, and you're talking about 2030. It's all right. We're gonna continue. The issue of peace on the Korean Peninsula, dematerialization and denuclearization of the region also featured in the bilateral talks. Yes, Nigerians will support you in any way. After all, Nigeria is the one fighting Ipob, but there's no peace in their land. Nigeria will be in crisis, and our president will jet out to another African country for peace talk. Why his country is in a state of acrimony? It is laughable by people. My dear people and the good people of Biafra, my listeners, remember the culture. Like, share my content. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Facebook at Okute Daily Talk. Follow me on Telegram. You can drop your handle on the comment section. I will add you, and we take it up from there. I always like to hear people's opinion on any of my content so that I know how to make it more better on the next broadcast. I still remain your one and only Okute Daily Talk from my own corners, where truth is the order of the day. Please subscribe to my channel, like and share my content. Invite your family and friends so that they may be part of this moving train. I am signing out from here. See you people in my next broadcast. Que Messiano.